My favorite week was Remain, just because like the last couple months, I think I've been really struggling with reading my Bible and praying enough. And I used to be real good about it, but like as soon as online school got a lot harder and like the pandemic got worse, and like with all the election drama and stuff, like it just kind of fell off my priority list. And I was really like beating myself up for it. So when you preached on like how God will remain and how he's going to stay the same, like with the prodigal son and everything, that felt good, because I know that like I can go back to him and he's not going to be any different. Like he's going to welcome me just the same as I was 2 months ago, even though I've been like really struggling.
God will forgive, because it really stuck out to me, because sometimes I have a hard time forgiving people, and we had like these long chains representing like sin and stuff, and then we picked up like little chains like this. I got mine from youth group, obviously. And it represents like the sin, so, and freedom. If I told you to say that one.
Okay. My favorite one was God Will Unite, because I thought it was really powerful about the uniting people.
Perfect.
My favorite week of God Will was God Will Remain, which I don't know what number that was, but I just like loved it because it talked about the prodigal son and how God will always be there, like no matter where you go. And you think what you're doing is right, you think you're doing the right thing, you're doing what you want to do. If you kind of like go off the path of what God wants you to do, and then you kind of realize, oh, that wasn't like the right thing at all. And so like I guess especially for me in quarantine, which I know quarantine's over and everything, but it wasn't like I wasn't really doing anything to like have a relationship with God, or I was just kind of like getting by. I was like doing the bare minimum, do my schoolwork, go to bed, eat so I don't die kind of thing. And then I guess like kind of coming into the school year and like things got back to normal, we came back to church, I was able to like kind of come back to God, and he was there for me, and he like received me with like openness, and he was like, welcome back, daughter. And it's just, God will always be there no matter what you do.
My favorite week of God Will was God Will Unify, because when you think about it, so many things have happened over COVID, and it's because we're not unified. We're all in different ways, so we all think about people differently. But we need to become unified so we can make this world a better place, and how we're all different, but we're all the same at the exact same time. No one's done something more bad than someone else. We're all equal.
So at first, when I walked into youth group, I was scared that I wouldn't have any friends, because I was the youngest there, like one of the youngest groups. So it took me a little bit of courage to, talk to some of my, to the friends I have now. And, I was scared that I would have to, hang out with my mom all the time.
But God provided what?
Me courage to talk to people, provided me hope to, keep, helping that out with my friends.
I didn't have a favorite lesson per se, but one of the best things for me about this God Will series was that I was able to work in the booth more, and it really showed me how much I enjoyed being behind the scenes, because it really gave me an opportunity to be a part of it and contribute without having to necessarily come up front and show my face to everyone and stuff. So yeah, and it showed me how much I really enjoy it as well. It's fun for me.
The most challenging part of the series was probably serve justice. God will serve justice, because sometimes it's hard to believe that in hard situations that God will come through and serve justice to that person, or even in a sense that you want justice for something that you've done and you feel like God's going to be too harsh on you. So, yeah.
So in the God Will series, God proved to me that he will remain and that he'll be the same to me as he was like a year ago, 2 years ago. And that's really comforting because I can always come back to him and he's not going to like judge me on what I've done, and he's not going to be different because of like the actions I've taken. So I can always like trust in him and go back to him, like even when other stuff is falling apart. Yeah.